Good afternoon. I'm Tara McMahon, Acting Special Agent in charge of the FBI's Philadelphia Division. At approximately 3:40 a.m. today, Rafael Vega-Rodriguez was taken into custody without incident in Leola, Pennsylvania. He was located at a residence in the 100 block of East Main Street and surrendered after realizing that the house was surrounded by law enforcement. As you know, Vega-Rodriguez shot at FBI agents late Sunday night in Reading, Pennsylvania. As a result, he has been charged with assault on a federal officer, and at 1:30 today, he made his initial appearance before Magistrate Judge Henry Perkin. Mary Future of the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of Pennsylvania is the prosecuting attorney in this matter. Vega-Rodriguez's capture followed an intense 28-hour multi-agency effort. The response and result clearly show if you try to kill FBI agents, we will bring all our determination, resources, and partners to bear, around the clock and for as long as it takes to find you and hold you accountable. On behalf of the FBI, I'd like to express my gratitude to all of our personnel and every single one of our law enforcement partners, public safety partners who took part in the response from Sunday night until 3:40 a.m. today. Thank you to the Reading Mayor, Eddie Moran, for his support throughout this ordeal. Thank you to Chief Tornelli and the Reading Police Department, the Reading Fire Department, the Pennsylvania State Police, U.S. Marshal Service Fugitive Task Force, East Lampeter Township Police Department, Berks County Sheriff's Department, Berks County Adult Probation, and Lancaster County Probation, and the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of Pennsylvania. Your tireless assistance and vital partnership is sincerely appreciated. To the FBI SWAT and Evidence Response Team, to the FBI's Hostage Rescue Team, to PSP's CERT Team. Your commitment to the mission and resolve to push through numerous challenges encountered along the way was outstanding. This overwhelming team effort took a dangerous criminal off the streets, and the city of Reading is safer today because of that. I do want to address the citizens of Reading, in particular those who live and work in the area impacted by yesterday's operation. We know how disruptive our activity was, and we truly appreciate your patience. We can assure you that no operation or tactical decision is ever made without first considering the safety of the citizens. It's usually not so in your face, but the FBI is working each and every day to make Reading and the other communities in our territory safer, to take violent criminals and drug gangs off the street, to put dishonest doctors dealing opioids out of business. Taking Rafael Vega-Rodriguez off the streets makes Reading a safer place. We're committed to serving and protecting the public, and we would ask anyone with information on Rafael Vega-Rodriguez, any of his associates, any previous shootings involving Rafael Vega-Rodriguez or his associates, please call 1-800-CALL-FBI, and please report that information. This is an ongoing investigation, and like in all cases, the public and information provided by the public is often crucial to our success. Last night's apprehension of Rafael Vega-Rodriguez is no exception to that. For anyone suffering property damage that they believe resulted from our activity yesterday, please call the FBI field office, 215-418-4000, and ask to speak to the legal department, and they will walk you through the claim process for that property damage. I want to introduce Reading Police Chief Rich Tornelli for his remarks, and we will answer questions after that. Thank you for coming today.
Good afternoon. My name is Richard Tornelli, and I'm the Acting Chief of Police in the City of Reading. I want to thank the Special Agent in charge of the FBI Philadelphia Field Office, Tara McMahon, and the U.S. Attorney's Office for the assistance provided by both of your agencies in taking Rafael Vega-Rodriguez into custody and resolving this incident as quickly as possible. While the police operations conducted in the northwest section of the city were undoubtedly disruptive and uncomfortable for some of the residents in that area, they were all carefully planned to ensure the safety of the public. The dedicated women and men of the Reading Police Department and the FBI should be commended for their professional response that was directed at keeping the citizens of the city of Reading safe from a subject who allegedly did not hesitate in attempting to take the lives of federal agents in the performance of their duties. The Reading Police Department has long held a close and excellent working relationship with the FBI, which was evidenced in the seamless coordination of operations and assets during this incident and subsequent investigation. I would again like to thank our federal law enforcement partners for their efforts and assistance in helping to maintain public safety in the City of Reading, and I'd like to thank Mayor Eddie Moran and the City Administration for the support that they've shown to this department during this operation, starting on Sunday morning and through the night last night. Thank you.
What made you think that he was in that home and made you react in the way you did with the armored vehicle and the soldiers?
So we had very credible information after the shooting that he was in the vicinity of that home and he has lived in that residence in the past.
Do you think he was in there at any point, or what do you know? Did anybody see him there at any point? Or?
He has been seen in the house in days previous to the shooting.
What was the initial incident that led to the shooting? Why were the agents there in contact with him?
So he's a person of, it's an ongoing investigation, so I'm trying to stay within the corners of the complaint warrant. He is a person of interest in multiple shootings of individuals in Reading during the past several months. That is what led to having our agents on the street that evening.
Were they specifically looking for him that evening?
Yes.
That Sunday at midnight? They
Yes.
were looking for him. Did you believe that he's engaged in, so he's involved in shootings, do you believe he's engaged in the drug trade?
I can't comment on that.
Do you know how he got to Lexington County, how he got to Leola?
We do not.
How did you know he was in that home? Where did that information come from?
So last night, we had hundreds of personnel blanketing the city, speaking to all of his associates, family members, friends, anyone that's come in contact with him during the past 48 hours, anyone that knows who his colleagues are, who he associates with, and based on information conducted during those interviews, we became aware of his presence at that location.
At that location, was he with a person that was known to him, an associate of his?
I can't talk about that.
Was there anyone hurt in the exchange in gunfire?
There was not. There was not. Nope.
No one was hurt.
On Sunday night, no one was injured. None of our agents were injured. In the previous shootings, of which he is a person of interest, there were injuries in those shootings, yes.
That did not take place. The prior shootings you said did
Yes.
not take place Sunday night.
Sunday night, there was one exchange of gunfire initiated by Rafael Vega-Rodriguez. He initiated gunfire on our agents. They returned fire, and no one was injured. No FBI agents were injured. His colleague was injured during that exchange. He had a gunshot wound, yes.
Okay, his colleague, he was an acquaintance, a friend?
They were together, they're associates, yes. And he received a gunshot wound, non-life-threatening injury.
During the incident yesterday, was there also, was everything focused on that particular house yesterday, or were you also trying to ascertain whether or not he had fled?
So the initial tactical response was focused on that residence based on credible information that we had. He's lived in that residence prior. During that same time, there was an overwhelming law enforcement response trying to ascertain if he had escaped to another location or if he was hunkered down in another location.
And so, I mean, obviously, you used concussion explosions. I mean, a good number. You went into the house. When you went into the afternoon, you clearly believed he was in that home, correct? I mean, you wouldn't have entered had you not.
We absolutely believed that he was in that home. We knew he was armed. Because we knew he was armed, we took those steps in that exact order.
Why were the adjoining neighbor houses not evacuated? I know at one point a neighbor came out on the front porch with some children. Why were they still in their homes?
So the residence itself, on one side of the residence is a breezeway. The house on the opposite side, the adjacent side, is an abandoned residence. All the other residents of that street were told to shelter in place for the duration of this incident. We recognize that causes a great disruption to the community. They were told to stay in their houses. We believe that if people were allowed to leave their houses, that would increase the danger to the public and to the residents specifically of that street. We are aware, obviously, that multiple residents did come out of their residences during this exchange and during the operational and tactical response.
So they were told whenever everything was already happening?
They were told beforehand to shelter in place.
In December 2018, there was a drug bust at this address, 531 Gordon, as part of a much larger operation. I don't know if anyone can comment on if these two events are tied.
We can't comment at this time on whether or not those incidents are related, and I'm not 100% familiar with the 2018 incident to comment on that at this time.
Can you speak
Thanks
about?
very much, Dennis. We appreciate your coming out.
Could we just ask one other question to the special agent? Do you think there was a language barrier? That there was a problem yesterday? Because we have spoken to the man who did come out, and you can imagine what his thoughts are today. And he impersonates. He suggests that he was told to get the hell back into that house, and that his child was apoplectic about what was going on next door.
We had multiple Spanish-speaking agents. Like all of these cases, we attempt to have people embedded with the tactical teams that speak the language. We have multiple Spanish-speaking agents and personnel at the scene yesterday and embedded with the tactical team for the exact situation that you're describing. Thank you, everyone.